Okay, folks, let's get started on that first step of cellular respiration, that step known as glycolysis. So, glyco as in sugar, lysis as in breaking. Glycolysis, that first step, happens in the cytosol of the cell, the solution of the cell. What you learned in previous classes was known as the cytoplasm. And in this step, we are going to start with one glucose molecule, and we're going to end up with two smaller molecules known as pyruvate. So say that word pyruvate. That's a word you're going to need to know. Okay. So we enter with a carbon. So refresh your memory. Carbon was C6H12O6. So it's a 6 carbon sugar. When we break it in half, that means we're going to have two molecules, each of which are going to have 3 carbons. Over here, they're written as pyruvic acid. That's another name for pyruvate. And doing this process, we're going to end up with two pyruvates. We're also going to end up with making 4 ATP. But remember, I said energy goes in. We have to start with 2 ATP in, 4 ATP out. So we have a net gain of only 2 because 4 out minus 2 in gives us a net of 2. And we're also going to be making 2 of those electron carriers known as NADH. And, and that basically is the overview of what's going to happen in glycolysis. Notice that there are no steps in this first part that require oxygen. So glycolysis occurs whether or not oxygen is present. So let's look at it in a little bit more detail. So the first part of glycolysis is where we need to invest some energy, and then we're going to have our payoff. So let's go over to this right side. I'm going to talk you through the details. You don't need to know the details, but I'm going to talk you through the details so you understand the process. We are starting up here at the top with a glucose molecule, typical six-sided shape, and we are going to add ATP energy to it. So here is the little phosphorus that we have added, that we've taken off the ATP molecule. So this is a glucose 6-phosphate. And then we're going to change this glucose into a fructose. That's it. That wasn't a biggie. Okay. Then we're going to take a second ATP molecule and we're going to add it over onto this side. So now we have a fructose with 2 phosphates on it. So it's a fructose biphosphate. So we went from a glucose to a glucose with a phosphate to a fructose with 1 phosphate to a fructose with 2 phosphates. Don't have to know that detail. But what that allows to happen is for this ring structure of fructose to be broken in half. And you can see how they made half of it blue and half of it pink, so that you can see we're going to have 2 structures coming from it. And so from that, what we are going to do next is we are going to add on a phosphate. See how we have added on a little phosphate here? And so to add on a phosphate, we gave off a hydrogen to make NADH. And when we did that, that also became an electron carrier. Okay. So now we had, we are taking the phosphates and we are taking that phosphate, adding it to ADP to make ATP. So notice from here, we are losing, phosphates. And then we're going to do it again on this molecule where we are going to lose phosphate. So there is where we're making our ATPs in the second half. So here we required ATP, realize we had 2 3-carbon compounds. So we go at the end. So we're going to be making 2 ATP here and 2 ATP there. So there's our 4 ATP, subtracting our 2 ATP for our net of 2, as well as our 2 high energy compounds. Okay, so we added in an inorganic phosphate so that we could use it to make an ATP. We already had the other phosphate on from before when we added on our ATPs up there. So what happens next? Well, we've reached a fork in the road, basically. At this point, the presence or absence of oxygen makes a difference. If there is no oxygen, we are what we call anaerobic. Aerobic meant oxygen, and means not. So if there's no oxygen, we do a process called fermentation next. We'll talk about that later on. If we do have oxygen, then these products of glycolysis, these 3-carbon molecules, will then move inside the mitochondria. And that is what we will cover in the next video. So hope you enjoyed this short little video all about glycolysis. Thank you.